Hey, Net Builders, thanks for joining us and for another episode. We have Angel Davis here with us today, a huge figure in our community here in Tacoma. If you guys didn't know, we are based in Tacoma, and she's the name that you'll hear a lot out here. But I was happy to be able to catch up with her today and be able to talk to her about exactly what she does in the community and the impact that she has. And I'll hand the floor over to you, Angel.
Hello, 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 everyone, and to all the viewers, to T-Town especially, representing the East Side. And so my name is Angel Davis. Actually, my legal name is Aleeta Angel Davis. And so everyone knows me as Angel, born and raised here in Tacoma. I am honored and privileged to be a Tacoma citizen, be grounded from here. Although I do have Southern background. Both my parents are from the South. So, my eating and all that is definitely from the South, even though I sound like I'm from the Northwest. So I'm, like I said, born and raised here in Tacoma, Washington. I graduated from Mount Tacoma High School, and I am just passionate and driven and motivated to help bring our community, especially our Black community, to its greatness.
Outstanding.
And so you kind of asked, what do I do? So what I've recently launched in the community, and I like to be behind the scenes. So I'm usually the one in the background. If something's going on, if I didn't help coordinate it, I've definitely supported it. And there's a few things that I've done I've organized in the community, but I definitely like to be in the background. Some of you may know my brothers, which are much more out in the public eye. I have my brother JD with Rodney Raccoon. He's out there strong. And then my brother Alex, who's also a pastor, but with I Challenge Life in the church. So they're out there. The rest of us the rest of my siblings, there's 6 of us. We're kind of in the background. But what I just recently launched this April is the Doing It Does It Black Business and Professional Services Directory. And the reason behind this directory, or the thought process to bring it to the community, was, with all that's going on with the pandemic, I have 2 parents who are, what is the word that they're using? Because of the pandemic, their immune system, and so I live in a compromised household, taking care of 2 parents. And my father is on hospice, and my mother just recently had heart surgery. So I couldn't be out there marching. Okay. I couldn't be out there, even though I wanted to be, couldn't be out there marching, especially in light of all the social injustice that's happening in our communities. So I was like, what can I do for the community? And so for me, it was like, we're the resource that you don't have to pay. You don't have to be a membership. You don't have to subscribe. That will show where all of our Black-owned businesses and professional services are here in Tacoma, Washington, as well as all of the surrounding area, Washington as a whole. And so with my own money, not a business venture, not raising funds, I said, you know what? I'm going to start a directory. And so that's what I did. I called a friend who actually, he was born and raised here. He's moved to Texas. And I said, hey, James, I need a website, and this is what we're going to do. And that's what we did. And then Peggy came on, and I have Peggy who works with me, and she is really the force behind it. She keeps me motivated and driven and everything put together. And what it is, you submit your listing, and people will know it's free of charge, no subscription, no membership. You submit your listing, we post it in 3 to 5 days, and people will know where your businesses are. One thing I like about this website, and I'm honored and blessed to announce, is that we not only is it where you can just go find businesses, but we highlight businesses, and also we give business information and tips. So we had one of our own local, Eric Bowes. He's like, oh my goodness, he's the man. And so he has some information on the blog. And we have Kayla Davis, my niece, who is a virtual assistant. She gives some information on the blog. And then I'm on there just talking about why, the purpose of the blog. And so we will keep rotating blog information. We will keep rotating the different highlighting businesses. But most of all, it's people will know, like yourself, like your business, where our Black-owned businesses are in professional services. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm passionate about. I know that my purpose is to connect the community, and to bring our emerging and our experienced leaders together to help move our community to its greatness.
Outstanding. Outstanding. I love the mission statement. Peggy, would you like to say hi? Has she mentioned you?
Oh, my my video isn't working right now, unfortunately, but hi to everyone. Super happy to be supporting Angel and Doing It Does It's directory and all the Black businesses that really truly need support out there, especially in our local community. So happy to be a part of it. And yeah, so happy to be with you guys today too.
And one thing about Peggy, and I didn't even say the name of the website, it is Doing It Does It, Black-owned businesses and professional services, an urban website. But Peggy, she has her business actually, it's called Royal Hive Solutions, and she is a virtual assistant as well. And so Peggy helps me keep my life together, and especially to be the force in the community, making sure that the website is running and functioning well. Our social media platforms, she keeps all of those going. And please check check out our social media platforms, because that's where you'll get a little more in-depth information about the different businesses that we are highlight. So I know we have some new esthetician, new businesses and estheticians started their own salons, products coming out, different things they're listed, so they're sending us their information so we can highlight them. So that's what it's all about, just so people will know where our Black-owned businesses are. And it's for everybody though, right? It's, even though it's Black-owned businesses and professional services that can list, but we want other people to know where we are.
Definitely. And you guys, if you don't have one of the cards here, I'll make sure that I put it in the description there's a cool little QR code that they have on there, which makes it really easy to get on there. I'll make sure that I put it in the description so you guys go on there. And I just recently put my information in there too. I love how it's very interactive. It's very easy to navigate through it. You don't get lost. Everything is, I think you did a great job on that.
Awesome. Thank you, James. With he's gonna kill me. Life media. Okay, that's what it is. Media. Did I say it right, Peggy? Your life. That's it. Your life media. Okay, don't give me James. So yes, and I appreciate the platform that you have, that you are, in a great way. You're highlighting and bringing to the community what's going on in our community, again, so that we can grow together, work together, and make our community great.
Thank you.
Continue to make our community great, because it's already great.
It is great. And I love a lot of people see the bad part of Tacoma. They see what's on the news, they see, because that's what they highlight in the media,
Right.
There are so many good people here in Tacoma, and so many people that want to do good things.
Right.
But most of them don't have the platform, or they don't even know how to begin, Right. So
Absolutely.
I love what you're doing. It really gives them a way to be able to, hey, I want to do something good. I want to give back, but I don't know how to. Well, now they have a directory they can get in there, and
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And like you said, right, like you said, it's important to know, if you know who's out there, or where the resources are, it's easier to connect. Now, like myself, I'm actually an introvert, but I highly function as an extrovert, because that's just the line of work that I'm in. But like, even with the Doing It Does It, the directory today, actually from 5 to 9, we're doing a pop-up in the parking lot of our church. Doing It Does It will be there. So I would love for any of our businesses to come by and get the little QR code, or ask any information that you have for questions, or you have for us. Come on out. I will be there this Friday and next Friday at 4420 East Portland Avenue, from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. in the parking lot of the church, with other entrepreneurs that are out there selling their products. I do have some products I'll be selling, which is another business, but I will be providing information for the Doing It Does It website. So I'm definitely encouraging people to come on out and, to ask questions or whatever they may have.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
And you know, one thing that you have a bunch of things going on, and you have a bunch of things going on. But one thing that I really love about what you're doing is like you have no problem with delegation and not taking everything on at one time. And I'm glad that you're here, Peggy, as well, because this is a conversation I have with a lot of entrepreneurs. They get so focused, but they don't realize that their focus is so scattered around and they're trying to
Right.
micromanage every part of their business.
So true.
Yeah. And you can't give 100% to anything if you're scattered everywhere. You can't. So I love the fact that you understand the power of that, and Peggy, that you're here to help her.
Always.
I appreciate her. I appreciate her to the 10th power. Yeah.
Always.
But it's important, it's teamwork, right? And so, and I think that's what it's about. And Peggy's probably laughing like, if only you knew. Because she's very also involved with our family. And so with their different businesses. And so she's probably like, if only you knew what was really going on. But I will say she definitely helps me stay focused and keeps me on track and making sure that I'm at my best so that I can give my best. I really believe it's a group effort. It's a team effort. If you see one of my siblings, you not far behind is the other, or my nieces or nephews. I have my niece Kayla. She's the one who also keeps me pushing and going and making sure that she works with me. And making sure we're doing things in the community. Like she comes up with these great ideas. For the past 20 years, one of the things that we've been doing is a holiday giveaway. And that's during Christmas time. And that's not, Doing It Doesn't will be a part of it this year. Actually, it's one of the community events that we have done through our church. But I have, for the last 10 years, I've been the coordinator. My older brother started it 20 years ago through the inspiration of our father, who actually will be, this month, we're celebrating 57 years that he started a church on the east side of Tacoma and built that church. You don't hear of a lot of our Black churches building their churches from the ground up, and he did that. And this month, we're going to celebrate 57 years of him doing that. And yes, he's still alive. But he's retired and passed it on to my other brother, my younger brother. But that's one of the things that in the community is just giving back. And you have to really give back to your community. You want to be successful, give back to your community. Give. It's better to give than to receive. And then you will just realize that things will just start coming to you because you have given. And Peggy will tell you, anybody that knows me, if I have it, you have it. If I have information, if you don't want people to have information about growing in the community and business, don't tell me, because I'm telling everybody. I'm sharing information so that we can all grow. So, any resources, Angel's going to say, and I'm loud and from the mountaintop, because we're helpers one of another.
I wish more people had that mentality. I wish people had that mentality. I mean, then there would never be anybody that wants to anything, and entrepreneurs, and for some reason, it seems like they're always in competition with each other. They don't understand that networking and helping each other, all it does is build us more as a collective,
Right.
Especially in the Black community.
Right. Especially.
It would build more.
Right. Right. And I was going through a difficult time on my 9-to-5 job, and we were going through a transition, and I had a mentor tell me, and it's something, I'm pretty sure it came from someone else, but that's what he happened to tell me that day. He was like, be the change you want to see. And so when I start viewing the situation from that perspective, I was no longer worried about what the other people were doing. I began to be the change I wanted to see, and I seen change happen. And so then I started to incorporate that into different areas of my personal life and as well as my business life. And so for me, I know when I was working for different organizations, I would have leaders or managers or bosses that would just kind of throw me into things and not give the right training. But then I have the ones that were inspirational and true leaders, and that walked me through the process. And I said, that's what I wanted to do. And so when I got into the position, I said, if I ever get in the position to, to train somebody or to steer somebody in the right way, this is what I want to do. I want to be able to do it efficiently and effectively. And so that's why I've even pursued my educational career in organizational leadership, because I want other businesses and entrepreneurs, especially in our community, to have the tools that it takes to be successful. And so that, and as leaders, is to encourage and inspire, right, to the greatness. And so that's what it's all about to me, just being involved in the community. Of course, I want to do everything from the background. So for you even having me on here is like a little out of my comfort zone.
You're doing great.
Definitely out of my comfort zone. But when it comes to that, pushing the community to its greatness, that's where you'll find me. That you'll definitely find me pushing community to its greatness, pushing. And it takes all of us. And realizing that I need you, you need me, we need each other. And when we get that perspective and that thought process, and it's not always going to be easy. There's going to be difficult times with that. We might butt heads a little bit, but realizing we all have the in common goal, and that's to push our community to its greatness, we'll see great things happen.
Outstanding. If it makes you feel any better, I'm an introvert too.
Oh, yes.
Yes. This actually, I always wanted to network. I don't have any family here in Tacoma. So, that's why I started Net Builders. So then I could find a way to be able to talk.
Oh, we got you. It's on now. It's on now. We got you.
No, but you're doing a great job for a person that doesn't, like to be out in the front. You're doing a great job. Yeah, I'm happy to have you on here today. I've been, you probably don't remember we actually met at an event before.
Right part.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember because you were like, "Oh no, I'm going to go give it." You came and got cards from me twice because you said, "I'm going to go and tell everybody."
Yep. I started handing out cards to everybody.
You sure did. Absolutely, I remember.
Oh man, I just, when you explained to me what you did at the park, and it was just such a short introduction, I fell in love with the whole concept of what you guys were doing. I was like, wow. Like,
thank you.
I'm trying to talk to people on a podcast, but they took it to a whole new level. Everybody's getting one of these cards.
I appreciate you. And like I said, we'll make sure we get all your information and push you too, and that's what we have to be, helpers one of another. And so, make sure we have all of your information, your bio and your headshot. You have to put the headshot. And so that we can put you on our social media platform so that we can, and especially because you're a networker, right? You bring people together through networking. And so we want to make sure that we help be a part of that, to grow that. And I'm going to put this out there. This is my first time putting it out there. Peggy will probably get me later. But my goal for next year, around this time or early fall, is I want to do a Black Business Expo right here in Tacoma.
Wow.
Right here in Tacoma. So that's what we're going to be working on.
Wow.
Hopefully the pandemic's in a better state, because I'm still COVID cautious. So, I still mask up. I'm still do all, but we want to be able to have a Black Business Expo right here in Tacoma.
I don't think that you'll have a problem with setting that up. You guys seem like you have such great momentum going on right now. So I look forward to it. I definitely do.
Absolutely. And we want you to be a part. We want everyone to be a part. We want to, just show the greatness that's here, right here in Tacoma. And we're encouraging others to come, but we definitely want to highlight something coming right out of Tacoma. Like you said, we want to expose the good parts of Tacoma that are definitely not highlighted as much as they should be.
Definitely. Well, thank you, Peggy and Angel, for being here today. It's been such a pleasure, and I love what you guys are doing for this community and for entrepreneurs all together.
Thank you.
Is there a last thought that you want to leave our audience with before we head out?
Again, I just want to encourage everyone, our entrepreneurs, our Black-owned businesses, our also if you have professional services, whatever that may be. And when I say what we mean by professional services, like say for myself, I work for Tacoma Public Schools in the planning and construction department. And so I want people to know, where I work and that I'm willing to help however I can. Actually, with my job, part of our initiative is to get minority and women-owned contractors involved in the projects that happen here in Tacoma. And so I go to a lot of pre-COVID, I would be at a lot of those networking events, encouraging to get our minority owned and women-owned contractors into getting contracts with the school district on these projects, because they have the big projects and then they have small capital projects, and then they have the larger projects. And so, and that's still things that I do with the school district. So, that's what I mean by professional services, that it might not be your own personal business, but you want people to know in the community that you work for this organization and you want to be able to help people. So, post your services, list your services as well. So that's what this is all about. We are people, and as my dad would always say, we are people helping people help themselves. And we do that by doing it, does it. Don't say it, don't just be about saying it, but doing it, does it.
I love that saying, doing it, does it. It takes every excuse out of it. There
we go. Doing it, does it.
How about you, Peggy? Any final thoughts you want to leave the audience with?
Definitely go list your business, your professional services, and I'm just excited to be a part of this and really help grow the Black economy, if you will, of Tacoma, right, and surrounding areas. And so, I'm just excited to have this type of exposure for Doing It Does It. This is exciting. And so, we're definitely going to post you. We're going to post anyone else who decides to list. We're definitely going to make sure that, we promote Black businesses always. And so happy to be a part.
Outstanding. And Peggy, is it okay if I put your information in the description as well for Royal Hive Solutions?
Absolutely. Sure thing.
Cool. I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah, no, you're all good.
Thank you, ladies, for joining us today, and thank you, Net Builders, for joining us for another episode. And I'm sure that you got tons of value, as you do with all of our other episodes. And tune in for our next episode, which we'll release next week. And until then, you guys take care.
Peace. Thank you.
Thank you.